Okay, I've messed with stuff again, as you can see. So I think I've come to the conclusion that I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep the old school sky. I just can't help it. It's just what's gonna happen. It didn't seem like the reflections are showing any of that stuff. There's no glare. Whoops, that still does it. I don't know what that is, but who cares? Yeah, it just. I've been messing with stuff like I do. And we have. See if we can find them. We got little flowers now. Little 3D flowers. So pretty. Pretty 3D flowers. That's right. Yeah. Like, I just like the sunsets in this game. There's nothing wrong with the, what is it, high-res sky or something? Enhanced sky something. But, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. I don't know why. Maybe I'll change my mind. But, yeah, just watching the sunsets and the sunrises is just cool. So let's, I'll go to some places real quick. Cause it changes some stuff, but, like, I don't mind it. So, if I can find this place, come on, man. Oh, it seems did it. It's still kind of offset. Let's go check this out. Something's up with the shadows. Sometimes they don't show up when you fast travel. So I don't know what that is. They probably know about it. Like, see, I don't think shadows are showing up right now. Yeah, see. Sometimes they just don't show up. And I took the high-res, hand-painted trees off. There's nothing wrong with them. This is pretty much all I need. You know, just a little update. Just a little update of Daggerfall. Not too much new stuff. I love the freaking grass. I love the ground. I like the Alexander's Egg stuff that they're talking about, like 3D weapons and stuff. I don't know how I feel about that, but like I'll just have to wait and see. I probably won't do it, but like I just like this freaking grass. It's cool. But see, looks like the distance is a bit down, but it's like just the sunsets in this game. You know, it's always the same with that, the high sky, so I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. I just dig it. It looks cool. Everything looks all red and spooky, just like the old school. It's just updated a bit, you know? And, like with the shadows, I don't know what's up. Sometimes they just don't work. Sometimes going into a place and zoning back out will make it work. Like, I've been cruising all over the place trying to figure out what the frick it was, but I have no idea. So, it's just the trees. Like, the buildings, they always have shadows, but the trees sometimes don't work, so I don't know what that is. Like, they probably know better. It's still, this thing is still getting worked on. They're fixing to release a new version, so. See, still no shadows, man. Where's my shadows? I want my shadows, man. Dude, if you fast travel. So, you know, if I took off, the trees are never gonna have shadows. So I have to fast travel to get them to come back on. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. So it's fast travel recklessly. I thought it was. I tried all sorts of stuff. I took the ground textures out. I turned the mods off. But it's just something. I started a new dude with no mods. I did everything. Tried it in 76. It's just something. Which I didn't notice, but like, you know, do I mess with this stuff? I mean, it's cool. It's no big deal. They just pop off and on. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. See, like, that's just the old school stuff right there, man. I just like it. I just like it. I still got my plants, still got my grass, still got my reflections, still got the cool free water, still got all the Alexander Zig stuff. I took the DMO stuff out, or one thing, but like the fountains, I'll show you guys. So like, it's still got all the cool stuff. Like, you know, still the same place that I like. The new updated look. Like, it's just cool, dude. That shit's just cool. It's a bit dark. Bit dark in here. This is nighttime. I want to see those new friggin' ingredient shelves. Are just cool as shit looking. They are super cool, super cool. Where from find them? Where are they, man? Come on. Where's my ingredient shelf? Sucker. Give me my ingredient shelf. Yeah, it seems like the DMO stuff. I thought it was in here. Nope. Seems like the DMO stuff. Like, it pretty much does the same stuff that they see what I'm saying? Nice and pretty. Like, I didn't notice this. It was not in here before, but it wasn't. So, wow, I just noticed that. You know, it's just mod stuff, but yeah, it seems like when you take the DMO stuff, more Alexander Zig stuff pops up, and it just looks cooler. So, let's go check out a shop, see if I can show you what I'm talking about. So, like, there's no more, there's the old school weapon racks and stuff, but like the regular shops, it's just straight up the Alexander Zig stuff, which it's just cool. Or Zig or whatever. Yeah, I went back to 77. So I got my cape. And, you know, just testing stuff. Like, I got them both installed, and since they use the same save games, it didn't really matter. I could just start 76 and play them in that if I want something. Because close isn't spawning, so. And some other stuff, but like, in this new update, they're gonna fix that, so I'll probably just install it separately. Have 3 different versions to make sure everything works. It's like you don't have to install anything. You just see. Like we got friggin' all new shelves. Period. With the cool beans that I like. Yeah, you just install them in separate folders. And that way you can test stuff, because they all use the same save game. And it doesn't seem to mess them up, you know, so when they fix the skill cap at 95, I'll still have my dude, you know, so I'm assuming you're gonna, I don't know, man, who knows, maybe I can start the same dude when they finish this game. That would be cool as hell. Like, you know, I just think it would be, but if not, it's cool. Yeah, so there's no more of those, all we got left is the barrels, like, the fountain in, I think it's Wayrest or something. It's the old school fountain, but it's still got the reflections, so, I mean, it's got the see-through water stuff. Like, let me see, yeah, there's fountains over here, or barrels. Just to make sure, I still got my barrels. Yep, see, still got the barrels. 3D barrels, which, you know, they're okay. They're cool. Nothing wrong with them. Kind of stick out, but yeah, I'm just gonna stay with this old school stuff. Just gonna stay with it. I've just come to the conclusion, and no friggin' hand-painted trees and stuff. But there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people like it, but I don't know. Like I said, for me, it just needed a little bit of an update. And I don't know what to think about the 3D weapon stuff they're talking about. I'll just have to wait and see. Who knows? I'm probably not gonna use it. I'll say it right now. It's like pages and pages of pictures, Lord of the Rings stuff, and this and that. For reals, you know, Lord of the Rings stuff. Yep, you got it. New Lord of the Rings stuff in this old game. So it's just, I don't know. Like, I guess you just like Lord of the Rings. I like the book better personally, but that's just me. So let's yeah, let's go check out some different stuff. And I'll see if I can replicate that shadow thing, cause I don't know if it's the sky or what. I've tried everything. So it's probably just the Unity stuff. Acting funky. Seems like every time I go by shit though, it works. Like the shadows work. I don't know. Yep, see, they're working. So I don't know what the frick it is, man. It's something. Cause like it's random. But I don't think it's the sky. I know it's not the ground textures because I tried it. You know? So I don't know what it is, but like sometimes the trees don't cast shadows. I don't know. I just think it's important for everything to cast shadows. Like they probably know about it, but if they don't, they can check it out. So yeah, I'll probably post something up there. I still got my reflections and all that. It's not just too dark, I guess, or something. The water still looks freaking awesome. Just looks more like old school Daggerfall, basically. And it lags a lot less. Like there's no friggin'. It's got sometimes there's little bumps, but that's it. And there's something I discovered. Let's see if I can replicate this. So like when you fast travel to places and the shadows show up, you can go to places in the wilderness. Like I don't know, because when they don't show up when you travel, they're not gonna show up here until you fast travel. Like you take off through the wilderness, nothing. So I was trying to go to towns to see if, like little places to see if, like, you know, when I fast traveled there, if they didn't show up, if I could run there and make sure they showed up. It's just random. But let's, because I don't know what this is, but let's see if I can replicate this stuff. So that's what, northeast. I'll fast travel, run fast, so I don't pass out, because like I'll get tired. 25, maybe at 25. I have to actually, I haven't even tried this with the sky stuff. It was friggin' bumping big, so yeah, it definitely makes a difference. The sky definitely makes a difference in the performance. I was bumping big time, like for like a second, 2 seconds, it just stopped. So it's definitely lags. See, like that, I think that's zoning into some other place or something. Like I'm zoning to a new section or some shit, I don't know. This stuff I notice. Let's see if I can get to this place. Because there's something interesting going on with this stuff. When you run across the terrain. I don't usually do it like this. I usually just go slow, so maybe that's what it is. It's not, it didn't have time to load up, but maybe I can replicate this thing. Just mess around in this game. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the shadow thing, but it's just random. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. It seems like when you fast travel and you show up at a place at noon, there's no shadows. So I think it has something to do with the time of day or something. It's not the ground textures, it's not the friggin' all the mods I have installed. I've uninstalled everything. I played it just straight up vanilla friggin' Unity, and it still doesn't, so I don't know. Probably just something with the build. You know, it's probably just something. But like, they work everywhere. They work everywhere. It's just sometimes when you fast travel, sometimes they don't show up. So let's see if I'm close to this place. Where is this place? I think this is pretty interesting. Yeah, see, I'm here. Just gonna find it. Okay. So what you tell me? You were entering so and so. Yeah, it just went. I'm just gonna stay with 77 because I got my cloak, got my Kajit suit. I don't care. I think I should be over here somewhere. You'll see the ground textures, like the sidewalks and stuff. So, what is it? Yep, there it is. So it's working now. Let's go to a different place. Because I'm testing this stuff out live right here. See, like, dude, it just matters. Tree shadows, they just matter. They just make this game look cool. And this guy, friggin' it just looks cooler. Like, there's more stuff to it than just the straight up shiny, glaring stuff, you know, which I'm not dissing on it. It's just my preference, you know. That was just trying stuff out. So if we can find that, it's the homes, the farmsteads. Sometimes you'll see if I can replicate this. So it's, what is that, east, southeast, east, southeast. See if we can see if this thing happens. Now, if this doesn't happen, maybe something with the sky or some kind of loading thing, you know. Yeah, it still does that. It's cool. It's because I'm freaking booking it. It's just gonna happen. I don't care. We're just testing stuff. And you guys get to witness this freaky test stuff. It's fun. It's fun. I think it's fun. Just to figure out how stuff works. And, you know, mess with stuff. See what I like. Take stuff in and out. You know, it's cool. I like doing stuff. Testing the crap out of stuff, but I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. So, like, just let me know what you guys think. Like, channel 1, some of you dudes who are actually talking on my stuff, you know, just, yeah, see. And this, you can just take this out. It's just a little thing. You just put it to 0. Like, what do you guys think? It doesn't bug me, but I admit it looks kind of funky, but, it's just something. You know, it's no big deal. But, like, yeah, just throw a shout out, because I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious what people think of this stuff. Straight up east now. Straight up east. Yeah, a little bit southeast. Right. Just booking it, like Flash Gordon or Flash, whatever. The human friggin' super bug, whatever. Yeah, I'm not dissing on none of that stuff, it's just my preference. Like I said, they're just mods, you can use them if you want to. But you know, I was messing with stuff, and I forgot how pretty the friggin' skies were in Daggerfall, straight up, dude. They're just pretty. Classic Daggerfall, it's just, you know, they're just pretty. And maybe if they can do the, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. The new stuff, I guess I'm just too old school or something. And the pan painted trees, which are cool. Yeah, I'm just too old school, I guess. I mean, the dude's actually, he's hand painting these things. Like, it's pretty freaking cool. He's doing the paint. He's talking about doing the paintings and stuff. You know how you can find paintings. So there it is. So it's working. Huh. I wonder what that means. So maybe it's the sky or something? Is this where I wanted to go? I want to go to a farm. That was weird. I'm trying to replicate this shit. Okay, I'm not there yet. And yeah, see, I'm trying to get to that plantation right there. So let's go straight east. Hopefully I can get to this place before I can pass this out. Let's see, yeah, see, I still got shadows. Still got shadows. They're just messing with stuff, you know. Just messing with stuff. Like that one dude was saying, I don't like the new stuff, which, you know, it's cool. You don't have to dislike it, just don't use it. It's just like a remaster, and I kind of want to keep it as old school as possible. That's why I'm kind of like, what with the 3D weapons? I don't know what to think, dude. Like, so they're gonna have to redo all this stuff to make your character's hand look 3D and stuff. So that's not just a small thing, you know. It's gonna, if they try to implement that with the main game and not making a mod optional, it's gonna slow down the process. Interkarma's just trying to get this stuff done, you know. I mean, it's cool, there's nothing wrong with it, but like, I don't think people realize that stuff. They're just talking about it, like, hey, wouldn't this be cool? Look at this picture. No, dude, it's not gonna be cool, dude. 3D weapon, no. Maybe like a higher res one of what we got. And there's somebody saying like something about the daikatanas and stuff. Which, no man, just leave them in, dude. They're part of the game. What are you guys talking about? See, there it is. So I don't know what it is, but stuff's showing up now. Let's go to this farm and see what happens. Cause like, yeah. So the farm is, so it's northeast a bit. See if I can make it before I pass out. So I don't want to sleep because sometimes it makes the shadows go away. But like, it could just be the sky stuff. I don't know. Like, I totally took the thing out of the folder. You know, turned it off, saved it, restarted it without it on, saved it again. Just like to make sure everything's out, you know. Then I took it out of the folder. Then I restarted it, saved it again. Quit, which, like I said, I just go crazy with shit. Like, it may not do anything, but just, I'm used to messing with mods, so like, I sort of overdo stuff, but usually it's right on, you know, like it works. I just try to do it right, you know. Not to mess my stuff up. I'm gonna pass out, man. I'm gonna pass out. I gotta get to this place before I pass out. See, it's doing this bumping stuff way less, so something with this guy, it was making it lag. Okay, almost there, right? Yep. Coming up on it. Just a little bit, just a tad bit more. Now if this place shows up, it means something with the sky was happening, because hopefully it shows up. So if it doesn't, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. But if it shows up, that means something with the sky. Maybe it was making it lag so much that it didn't have time to boot up or something. Okay, I'm getting close. Getting real close. Is it? Nope. There's like sidewalks. Is that it right there? That could be it. Nope. Where is this freaking place, man? Where is this place? Jeez, we need a flat spot. The crops and stuff, they're still there, but the buildings are gone. So I don't know what it is. Just stuff I notice. Where is this place, man? Come on, what are you? Maybe just fix it to pass out. I should walk. Okay, where is this place? Went too far. So southeast. I'm gonna pass out right here. I'm gonna pass out. I don't see it, man. Okay, let's rest. Let's rest for 4 hours. 3 hours. That should be good. Hopefully the shadows don't go away. Sometimes when you sleep, they just go away. But I don't want that to happen. Yep, see? They're gone. Just something. Seems to have something to do with the time of day, like in noon. at noon, it just, something messes up. And the shadows just go away. Like, you know, and you can see it, you know, I've seen them at noon, and there's just like a little line, because the sun's right above you, but it's not, they're not even showing up at all, so it's just something. Come on, where's this farm, man? It's usually the farm, so. Come on, man, where is it? I'm freaking right on a place. Yep, so I don't think it's showing up. See? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's stuff when you go cross country. Maybe I'm just going too fast or something, but that's how I was going. I was trying to book it. So I wanted to see if the shadows were showing up. Let's see if I can find this place. Now if I fast travel there, it's gonna show up. You saw that, right? Like I rested, the shadows went away. It's not the ground textures, it's not the grass, because I tested everything. It's not my dude. I did it with a new dude too, replicate the same freaking bug. It's just something. Just something. It's, you know, like I'm not gonna pressure on these dudes, it's no big deal. Just a shout out. Something. It's like if you're doing it and the shadows don't show up, don't worry about it, it's normal. Come on, man, where's your freaking farm? Where's the farm? We still got the flag. Okay, is that a person? No. What the frick, man? Okay, I'm too far north. Go south. South, south, south. So it's probably just not spawning. But the friggin' the crops and stuff spawn, but the buildings don't spawn, and there's no people, so we'll see if this does it. But like, we still got the flowers, nice pretty flowers, and it's not those either. Like there it is, so it's working. It's just the shadows are gone. I don't know. Like some other cool stuff that I got working. Cause I couldn't seem to get this stuff to work, but check that out. There's like little stones at farms and stuff now. But like, I don't think I ever went to the farms. I was thinking they were gonna show up in the cities, but they're only in the farms, little houses and stuff. But it's just, you can make tons of freaking stones, dude. Tons of freaking stones. But that's just my preference. So let's go in here and see if I can get these shadows to spawn. Because sometimes when you go in the house and you come back out, they'll just spawn. Or if you rest, I think it has something to do with the time of day. Like everything else works, you know. Let's get this running speed back to normal. It's a bit too much for me. A little bit too much. Yeah, I still got the hand painted Fighters Guild dude. I got all the new friggin' quests, which I'm gonna friggin' go batshit crazy with that stuff. He just released this new one. This there's one where you go to this dungeon and there's this dude. See, I don't know what that is, but I don't care. Who cares? Who friggin' cares? This doesn't get replaced by anything, so it's probably just something about this. Yeah, see nothing. Let's see if I can rest and get him to go away. For a while, 3 hours, see what happens. Nope, no shadows. So let's fast travel to this place, see if I can, that'll make it go away. Like I'm just saying, I just tested the living crud out of this stuff. And it seems like when you fast travel with ship, they show up. So I don't know what that is. I don't know, but it's like I said, it's probably just random. Yeah, see, it's still not showing up. Right? Nope, no shadows. So they'd be casting that way. Like I'll go to another farm. Let's see if I can find another one. and they'll show up. Hopefully. Like I switch it up. Yeah, let's stay with ends. Maybe it's the ends? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just random. Just freaking random. See, here they are. Shadows. Looks like it's almost noon, so I don't know what it is. Let's go back to that place I was just at. Check it out. Just it, right? Yep. So I got the ship, I got the ends. See what happens. Like, I don't know what it is. It's not my game. It's not the mods. I think it's just this Unity builder or something like that. Yep, see, they're showing up. So, see? Something. It could have to do with the ship. Because before this, there was only one way to go. There was only one way to fast travel, so... I don't know. I'm just messing with stuff, you know. So maybe fast traveling with the ship, something, but dude, see, that's just cool. I'm just gonna leave it. It's just the way it's gonna be. And like, you know, they could do the 3D stuff, the new plants. That's cool. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Just like it. Just more ambiance, man. It brings it back. It just looks cooler. The fruit grass and stuff. So let's go to the desert because there's some more cool stuff at the desert. I will keep it just like it is. Yeah, I was messing with all sorts of stuff. I friggin' copy and pasted and friggin' reinstalled again. And I got 2 different versions of Unity, so look at this. We got new water plants in the desert. These are just in the desert. They're like aloe or something. It seems like there was more before, but this is a new update, so he probably just redid it. And some of them, like this is just the desert. There's different parts of the desert. Yeah, see, so shadows are showing up. So I don't know if it's the boat or what, but just go to another place and see what happens. And these things are like gonna be around houses and stuff, farms, shit like that. See, no shadows, just random stuff. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. No biggie. Like I said, I just over test the crap out of stuff. So we got that. Let's go somewhere else. See if we can find some more new stuff. Let's go to the shack. What? Why not? Huh? Why not? So it's not the ship. It's not the ends. Yes. Let's camp out and see what happens. Camping out, baby. Camping out. Nope, no shadows. See, so I think maybe it's when you fast travel to a place. When you arrive at noon or something, the shadows don't work. That's what it seems to be like. It's not the mods, so like different plants again. More plants. And this is just the old school water because it's just not implemented out here, I'm assuming. Because everything else works. It's just the shadows. Like I could get them to work. See if I could sleep a little bit or something. Like I said, sometimes when you zone into a place and come back out, they work, you know, so who knows what it is. Just so you guys don't be like, where's my shadows, man? It's not working. It's just normal. It just happens. As you can see, everything else works fine. So they just probably need to mess with some stuff. I'll probably throw shit out. They're gonna be like, what? No. But, no. playtesting this stuff, you guys. Like, you know, you guys making stuff, you gotta do extensive playtesting with this stuff. It's not just going into the game to see if it shows up, you know. You gotta go to different places, go around places, you know, try it with different things on, different mods on it stuff. Yeah, see, it's just because this water hasn't been done yet or something. Because the new stuff's still showing up, you know. It's just those textures aren't hooked up with these textures. Like, it's probably a different texture number or something. So basically what the textures do is they replace the old school stuff. So like if you take them out, the old school stuff just pops up. So like it's not like you're deleting anything, it's just replacing it. Because it goes by the Daggerfall stuff and all that stuff I said about the version of Daggerfall you use. Just use the setup version, the Daggerfall setup version. Just the only thing I put in was just a straight up setup with the. It comes with the patch and the Comp USA thing, and then I put that Dark Elf thing, but I'm not sure if that other one had it's patched up. So I don't know. I don't want the Dark Elves to look like Dark Elves, so just my preference. Let's go to these mountains because this is a totally different landscape up here. Got totally different stuff. Like the dude that's doing the water stuff is just cool. I got it to work. It's freaking awesome. Let's go check this stuff out. Hopefully we get some shadows. I'm gonna go ends this time. Stand with the ship. Like, just, you know, throwing this out there. If you guys are testing this stuff, you know. See? Look like shadows are working. Could just be too dark, but if the building shadows are working, the trees and stuff should be working too, so yeah, see. They're just not working. Now if I rest, usually if you sleep, let's try that. Like, just check it out, man. That's old school Daggerfall stuff right there. It just looks nice and smooth. I just like it, dude. I just like it. Like, I'm not dissing on the new stuff, but even those dudes, their screenshots don't have that stuff, so it's just a preference. They're just doing it to make it look good for the new people, you know, who, you know, it's a thing, man. Like, young kids are getting interested in this stuff, and the more cooler it looks, they're gonna like it better, so just my preference, you know, pretty much. See if we can zone in and get this stuff to spawn or show up. I've been testing and testing and testing, and I don't think it's anything that you can fix. Like Interkarma just needs to mess with stuff a little more or something. It's not anything on my end. All the mods work fine. I've taken them out, I've taken them in. I tried it with straight up classic Daggerfall. Yeah, see now if I rest, usually it's gonna show up. So well, it looks like evening, right? Something like that. But like you can see the difference, man. Like the red hazy stuff, it looks just cool, dude. It's more spooky, more spookier. I like it. So let's do a rest real quick. Let's do a real quick rest. See if I can get this stuff to show up. Because sometimes resting, they show up. So like I'm thinking, I don't know, I have no idea. It's just random. Just random. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I have no idea what the frick it is. Shadows don't show up at night, so we're gonna have to sleep small. That's what it looks like in Daggerfall at night. In my game from now on. And these ground textures just aren't done yet, so like I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This looks cool, dude. Just cool. So let's sleep for 4 more hours. Hopefully these things show up. Yeah, and since there's no real consequences to doing anything, yep, here they are. So back again. So I don't know what it is, man. I have no idea what it is. It's just, you know, they just gotta mess with stuff. But, like, it works. It's just random, you know, so, like... And apparently, cruising off in the wilderness is fixed just by taking that sky crap out. I don't know what to think about that. Just go check another place out, see if it shows up. It's usually the farms. These places too. Greenhouse Palace. Let's go check that out. Greenhouse Palace, right? Okay. You say so. So we'll just do some running. Speed run right here. Cause see, when you take off from a location with the shadows working, they're always gonna work. The only time they're gonna go off is when you fast travel, or when you zone in someplace and zone out, like in a house or something. It's like you'll be in a city with shadows, and then you go in a shop and come back out, and they're gone. So it's just, like I said, it's not on my end, you know. So it's not my character. Transfer them from different versions works fine. I still got my guy from friggin' the 54 build, you know, so it's not that. It's not your save. There's like a configured thing in there for the mods that it says J or something. I don't know, Greg. I mean, that might have something to do with. Because I was trying to. What was I trying to do? I was trying to take the water mod out and get the old version working, but it just kept giving me the same option screen as the new one. So I had to totally delete all that crap in there because I didn't know what it was, but I think that's what it was. There's like this mod configuration thing, and it creates a settings folder automatically for the mod. I was like, why does it keep doing it? Because I have not messed with the settings, you know? It's just, I think that's what it is. I'm not even sure. Just like I said, I just mess with stuff. So here we go, running across the wilderness like a crazy freak. See, there it is. So everything's showing up now. Let's try a farm one more time. It's like I want to try and duplicate this stuff. Let's see if it can get duplicated, but okay, here we go. So northeast. Wait, I didn't just come from that place, did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, so it's got to do with this guy then. Yep, northeast. So it's gonna be a little bit of a trip. Hopefully I don't friggin' pass out. Let's bump up my speed real quick, so I get some more distance on this. Now it's gonna bump a little bit more, so... Wait, did I do that? Yeah. It's gonna bump a little more because I'm going faster. If I put it on 200, dude, it's constant bump and I'll fly past the place, dude. Like, seriously. You'll just fly past the places. You won't even know it. Like that bump, it's constant bump. And you'll be going so fast, you'll just go right past this place. Cause I wanted to see if the shadows would turn off if I walked there. It just takes you so long to get there, and if you rest, it's gonna compromise my test. So that's why I did that stuff. Like, it just looks cooler with old school stuff, dude. Just does. Like, I know all my videos make it look real pretty, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna do that stuff no more. The enhanced guy or whatever it's called, it's cool. Like, I'm not dissing on it, it's freaking cool as hell. It's just, dude, this is it. This is the friggin' Daggerfall that I like. It just looks freaking cool as shit. It just looks cool. And the dudes who can only play the old school stuff, they're not gonna be like, damn it! What the friggin' Eye of Sky, man? You know, it's cool, but there's only one variant, you know, it's not like there's no complete red sky at night and stuff, which is just cool, dude. Like, it makes the whole friggin' landscape look awesome. So, I mean, there's some positive stuff and some negative stuff to it. Just your preference, you know. Like, I'm assuming the new guys, they're just gonna want that. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, see where I'm at. What is this place? Okay, almost halfway there. It's a little bit longer. I think I'm gonna make it. So this is cross-country travel at Daggerfall. What's up? Just know if you want to get the shadows when you're cross-country traveling, you got to make them. They've got to be working when you leave the place. You know. Otherwise, you're never gonna see them. Like that video I made last night where I was looking for them. That's what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just random. Like you fast travel to a place, they just don't show up until you fast travel again. So it's just something I notice, which they'll get to, I'm sure. You know, they just need more people place testing this stuff. So hopefully I'm coming up on this place. So like you're getting a perspective of the distances between places in this game right here too. So that's cool because it's this game. What is it? The largest video game area ever created. I've read that before. And it's still like that. It's still that. You know? Like except for maybe Warband is kind of cool like that. It's pretty big, but it's not. You can't in first-person cruise around the whole world. You're doing it on an overland map. It's pretty big. It's just pretty big. But it's not the same thing. You can't run across the landscape in first person, the whole place. So that's probably what they mean. And that's what this is. You can do that. You can friggin' take off across the ocean. At basic speed, it's gonna take me friggin'. I think some dude did it. It took him a week or a month or something to go from one corner to the other. With his, he just put something on his forward button and went to work and shit. And just like, you know, just kept it going. You can look it up. You know, it's true. It took like, I don't know how long it took. It took a long time, but just like, I don't know how he did it and didn't pass out. He must have used some kind of shit. But he was walking at normal speed, so I don't know. Like, unless he sat there and rested every time, which, dude, that's just too much, man. That's too much. See, there it is. So it's something to do with the sky. Every single one of them has shown up now. And before, see, we got shadows too. So, because I didn't fast travel. Now, if I fast travel to this place right here, just fast travel to it even though I'm here, they're probably gonna go away. So I'm not gonna do that because they're just cool. And it seems to have to do with when you show up. Like it's like at noon, they go away. And I'm not talking about those little lines. I mean, they completely disappear. There's no shadows at all on the trees or anything. So something's doing it. So yeah, it's a different kind of landscape, different kind of plants. Let's go somewhere else, check some more stuff out. Trying to replicate this, man. I want to replicate it. Okay, we got 2 farmsteads right there. Okay, we got 3. We'll do all 3 of those places. Hopefully, there will be shadows when I show up. Or I could just do it recklessly. I don't know. I don't know. See? So it's not afternoon, it's evening. And they're showing up. And it seems to be consistent. Every time I get at a place and it's not noon, the shadows are showing up. And it's not those little squiggly lines, they're completely gone. So, something with the time or something? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just play test this crap. Like a freak. And that's what I do. I'm trying to help these dudes out, you know? So which way are we going? We're going northwest a bit. Northwest, northwest, right? Yes. Just a tad bit. See? Shadows are still here. Still got my beautiful shadows, which, dude, I didn't even notice that shit, man. Like, I had to watch my videos, like, what? Like, you saw me looking at that one, what was it, the new beautiful daggerfall where I'm looking for them? That's what I was doing. I was going, where the frick are these freaking shadows, man? Because at noon, they just show up as squiggly lines where you can still see them. But they were just completely gone. So, and it makes a difference. Like, that makes a difference. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I want to see the friggin'. That's why I got the grass so high. Cause it just accentuates the shadows more. And it just looks freaking cool. That's why my grass is so thick. That's why it's so high. You know, it's just my preference, you know. And you have to mess with that crap to get it to look like this. Just make the grass thickness a little bit. Make sure you put the shit in there right though, because if you don't, it's just gonna make it go away. You're gonna be like, what the frick did I do? So if that happens, just reset it to defaults. And like try to keep it simple, like 1 or 2 or 1.1, you know. Make sure you're not putting a comma in there, because I was doing that, and when you do that, it makes the grass go away no matter what setting you're messing with. Nobody's like, what the frick did I do, dude? But you know, like if you want it to look cool and customize it, you're just gonna have to do that stuff. Which that's what I do. I fiddle with it. I'm fiddling with it right now. It's freaking awesome. Just testing stuff. See? Still got the beautiful fucking shadows of this beautiful ground, so it's not the ground. Like, I don't think it's the sky either. It's just random, something random. Something to do with the afternoon. Something to do with noontime. When you fast travel and you show up at noon, and it does it everywhere. It does it in the big cities. It does it in the farms. It does it in the dungeons. It does it in the little graveyards. Which I'm gonna have to go back and look at my videos because I thought it was just like some places didn't have shadows, but that's not what it is. It's every single place has shadows. It's just like they're putting so much new stuff in. Stuff's gonna break, you know. So just like it's no big deal. I'll just play testing this stuff. Where are we at, right? I'm missing it. I'm missing it. I'm gonna miss it. I'm trying to duplicate this thing, man. I think it's funny. If I can duplicate it. Yep, going the right way. Come on, man. Let's duplicate this. See, I thought it was because I was going so fast and it wasn't giving it a chance to load up, but apparently it's got nothing to do with that. I don't know why the sky would make it do that, but I don't know. I took some of the flat stuff out. I think they misnamed the flats thing. It says main, but I took the main out and I left the I forgot what it's called, the other one. So I think they just misnamed it, but they're still working. I'm still getting the barrels. I just still got those bottles, the black bottles, the red cups. See, there it is. So I don't know what the frick. What is it? It could be the flats that I took out. It could be the I don't see no reflections, yeah. Yeah, I see them. Could be the sky. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going too fast. But as you can see, it's got little rocks. That's just freaking cool. Which I had enabled them, but I never saw them. But, I mean, dude, that makes a difference. That just makes a difference. If the trees, the shadows aren't casting, it makes a difference. So, that's why it's just important to me, you know. And you know, I think it just should be consistent, like, you know. So, just, they'll hopefully they'll see this and be like, hey, or I'll put a comment up there. I just don't want to bug him too much, you know, because he's doing this new build and he's working on all this crap. And I already talked to him about the clothing thing, which they fixed. They said they fixed, it works, so, you know, it's cool. I'm not gonna start a new dude though. Nope, not gonna happen. It's my dude. He's no cheats, no quests, except for the Fighters Guild quest, cause yeah, they're just cool. Maybe I'll do some videos of those for my random dungeon delving. Yeah, this is one where you gotta kill this dude. He's like a friggin' crazy monk in this dungeon, and he's friggin' summoning creatures like bears and stuff that are just, they're like going out of the dungeon and killing everybody. So like you gotta go in this dungeon and like while you're in there, I think it's during the daytime because he crashes at night or some shit. Like these bears and shit start spawning. Bears and rats, dude. Bears and rats. Freaking tons of bears and rats. And then you gotta kill them. It's just freaking cool. It's like a Dark Brotherhood quest that you, because all the quests you get the Fighters Guild, so it's like the Dark Brotherhood wants you to do something. It's just that dude, JH, I think his name is. His thing on the friggin' forums is like a Egyptian dude. He just keeps coming out with this stuff, dude. Like, and he said he's gonna take a break. I'm saying, do it, dude. Just take a break, bro. Like, you know, just take some time, think of some more stuff, because it's all solid. It feels like Daggerfall quests. Even the writing is the same shit. It ain't like how in Skyrim they're all like modernized and stuff, and they sound like modern people. No, this stuff is like just friggin' gruff, and they say stuff like you might want to take a sword with you because there's some dangerous shit in there and stuff like that. You might want to have a sword or some take a knife or some such weapon with you. It's just cool. So this one doesn't seem to be, I can't replicate it. All I did was take out the flats and the sky. I turned it back to vanilla. So see if we can get this one to do it. So if that's the case, that means I've fixed that. So it means, what it means is something with the flats or the skies is messing with the stuff spawning. Which kind of makes sense, because the flats pretty much basically do the same thing that Alexander Zig stuff is doing. It just replaces the 3D models with new stuff, but there's just some stuff in the flats that he hasn't done yet, like the bottles, the barrels, and the friggin' transparent water, which, like, I'll show you that in a sec. I took the fountain out of one of the castles. I forgot which one it was. That fountain that looks brand new, I took it out. So it's old school fountain, but it's still got the see-through water. So you'll see what I'm talking about in a bit. You know, it's just preference, like, but I think maybe there's a conflict somewhere there. So I think the flats thing is kind of old. I don't know. I have no idea. Just some stuff. See, like, so I got the freaky flowers, which I don't know. They're kind of corny, but I'm just, maybe the girls like it. You know, it's cutie. It's cutesy. Cutesy flowers. They're so cutesy. You know, it's part of the grass mods. You just put 0 if you don't want it in. You know, it just goes away. I was almost thinking about, I'm not gonna, maybe putting the flowers back in like, where was it? That flower I just saw. Cause for me, they don't seem to be drawing shadows, but since it's so small, it looks so cool, dude. It just looks so cool. And like, yeah, I don't know. I just have to mess with that stuff. I'm not gonna freaking go through that shit. Taking this in out, taking that out, this and that and this. It's just too much. Here's one there somewhere. Where is it? Right, I'm here. Yep, I'm here. Just gonna find this place. Where's the farm, man? Where's the farm? Come on, farm. What are you, farm? Yeah, I don't care about the blinking sky. It only does it when it looks like that, too. It doesn't do it when it's like the red, that cool ass red sky, you know, during the dusk. And weather does not seem to be working, so. Oh, is that it right there? Nope. It'll say you have entered so and so. Come on, man, where's my farm? Sucker, where's my farm? I wanna see my farm, man. Bumpage. Dude, like it's doing it way less. You guys wouldn't even be able to watch it. It was just like screenshot after screenshot after screenshot. That's what it was. Come on, man, where's the freaking farm, sucker? Like if it doesn't show up, it's kind of hard to find these places because you're looking for patches of ground and stuff. So, come on, man, where's my farm? Come on, come on. I'm right on it, dude. I'm right on the place. So either I'm just not seeing it, or it's not spawned. Like it's too far away or something. Like even in the base game, it'll look like you're right next to the place, but you're not. It's a big square, and this thing is a little dot inside this big square. It just looks like that square I'm looking at. It just looks like that's what it is. The actual place is inside that big square. So you could be in the area that you fast travel to, but like some of the dungeons, you won't see them. Like those little hills or whatever. You gotta run around it, and it's just how it is. So I think, yeah, see, I think that's me going into the square or something. Where is this freaking farm, man? Come on. Where is it, sucker? Come on, farm. Come on, farm. Where are you? Okay, so I need to go southwest, see what I mean? That's just how this game is, dude. Like, you'll think you're right next to it, but you're not. It's a little dot inside that square, and there's no way to see inside that square. You're just looking at a square, the general area of this place. It's like even though those dots look like they're not that far away, they're friggin' the actual places they are. That's why it was such a pain to cruise across country in this game, because you would go to the place in the direction and it would say you're there, but then you couldn't find it because it's just this place inside this square. Yep, there it is. So it's everything's showing up. I don't know, and it's noon too, so all the shadows, I still got the shadows, still got the birds. I just have the old school sky, so maybe it was the sky something, or the flats. I'm just thinking it was the flats, man, because the Alexander Zig stuff is doing the same thing as that. These things, the lampposts and stuff, like it's the same exact thing. Let's crash here real quick. That's probably gonna make my shadows go away, but who cares? I don't care. So that's the old school water, I think. No, that's new school. It's different though. It's probably because the sky is... It doesn't have that high def sky, so... No biggie. No biggie. Still looks cool to me. Whee! Okay, so let's crash. Now my shadows are probably gonna go away. But I don't care, because... you don't have another farm to go to. No, I hit all 3 of those places up, no problem. We'll go to this place. Just to make sure. Yeah, the Wickley cabin. Sometimes those things don't work great. Wait, I need to rest. Rest, you fool, rest. And if it's night, I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyways. Cause it's just that cool. Just that cool at night. Look at that. That's friggin' awesome, dude. See? Shadow's gone. But I think it's because it's night. Nothing draws shadows at night. Yep, see? So it's just night. So let's go. Which way are we going? This is gonna make it even harder, but I should be able to see the lights. If they're spawning like it looks like they are. Which this is an important thing. Looks like cabin. Yeah, we'll go to both those places. I'll go to Wayrest or whatever it is. Was that west? Due west, sucker. Due west. Let's do this. Turbo speed, baby. So hopefully we'll be able to see the lights for these places showing up, and it's gonna be a lot friggin' easier. Because they show up, so that's gonna help. Like just little enhancements, you know. And I'm thinking maybe I overdid it with all this new stuff. It was just new. It's just new, you know. Just new stuff. I like to check it out, so hopefully this stuff right here works out right here. So see that? That is freaking cool as shit. That's cool as shit. So now you can cruise around at night and see this stuff from a distance. That's fucking awesome, dude. That's just cool. I just love that shit. Freaking awesome. Let's go to this new place. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Think that's too shiny? So I got the roughness turned off, that's why it's doing that, so. I don't mind it, I think it looks cool. But just my preference. Just my preference, and the wood doesn't do it. It's just this stone shit. Which, I think that's the roughness. It's gonna make it look rough. Let's try, hopefully this thing does the same thing right here. As you can see, every single thing else works. We got the birds. It's just a good old school Daggerfall sky. Which, like I said, I think I was just overdoing with that stuff. But just testing and figuring out what I like, you know. This is what I do. Let's see if we can find this place in the dark. Always remember, when this stuff gets implemented, the shit's gonna spawn out here, so you can just hang out in the woods now, which that's what I'm gonna do. I wanna be like some kind of ranger dude. Just hang out in the woods, freaking just kick back, enjoy the view, watch the sunsets. It's gonna be freaking cool, dude. And you got so much land to cruise. So much places. You're not gonna have to fast travel to the Rothgrain Mountains or Dragon Tail. You can just run there. Slowly but surely, you know. It's gonna be freaking cool as shit. I think it is. Bam. So that's what it was. Something to do with the flats or the sky. Interesting. So I'm thinking about replacing the high def flower right here because it doesn't draw a shadow. And it looks way better. And then I'll be able to test and see if, because apparently people are getting them with shadows, so outside of town. So I want to mess with that, but just by putting that flower in there, I'll be able to tell. So let's go to this. I'll show you something else real quick. See what you guys think. Hopefully the shadows are working. Nope. Yep, they're working. See? So it's something to do with showing up in the noon, I think. I'm thinking that's what that is. Let's take this run crap off. It's driving me freaking nuts. And it's not necessary, so. But every single thing is still in here. Like I said, I think the flats just... Everything Alexander is doing is just replacing all that stuff. So, like, I'm not missing anything. I think there was a fence I saw or something, but he did that too. Like that one gate fence with the camel. Let's see if I can find that thing. But since when you show up at a town, it's in different... Like, you don't show up in the direction you came from, like a base game, so it's random. So, like, dude, it just makes a difference, you know? It just makes a difference. The trees casting shadows. It just makes a difference. Let's go check out the castle. I'll show you guys all. I think this is the one. I think this is the one we're talking about. Let's check this out real quick. And I'm gonna go back to Daggerfall real quick and make sure. Yeah, I know it does. I just want to see the cool ass ground. Yeah, I think it's over there. I'll go look over there in a sec. See if I can find that fence, because I think he redid it. So it's basically he's redoing all these 3D things that the Flats thing did. It just replaced the 3D models with like nope, this ain't it. Like, it's still got the cups. I still got the cups. I still got the bottle. The cups. I still got the book. There's that book in there. Yes, yes, yes. I don't care. So, you know, I've just been messing with stuff like I do. Just trying to refine the shit. And it seems to lag a little less, like it just skips a bit, you know. But then again, I'm just running my butt off right here. So like, see, all his stuff is still here. All his stuff, I still got the books, which that's part of the Flats. It's just I took the I took the thing out that replaces the 3D. That replaces the 3D models, like the fountain, which that's what I'm trying to show you right here. And I don't know what you guys think, but I like the reflectiveness on that. I just like it. So maybe I'll mess with it. I don't know. I still got the reflections going on. Still got all this the good stuff. So maybe taking out the flats part of it. That's the one that replaces the 3D objects with like you saw in my videos how like some of the things in the stores, they look a little better, but they're nowhere as good as the Alexander Sig stuff. They're just not. So probably the shadows are gonna be gone now. Probably. Nope, they're still here. So yeah, it seems like it has something to do with noon. Which I don't even know. Yeah, seems like that's what it is. Okay, so let's go see if I can find that. Where was it? I think it was over here. There was a gate that I saw with the camel, which is part of the flats. But the Alexander Sig stuff just took it over, like it overrode it or something. And it looks freaking awesome. Like all his fences, all his gates and stuff, they're still here. So got that cool sign from the tavern. That's from somebody else. Just want to make sure. All I have to do is find that friggin' camel. And the walls, all new friggin' walls. Like, check that shit out. Daggerfall wall right there. Where is this friggin' camel, man? It's around here somewhere. Maybe I should bump up my run speed. I'll bump it up to 15. 15, cause like I'm gonna pass out. And I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to pass out. Is it around here somewhere? Where's the camel, sucker? Where is the freaking camel? Here it is, see? So you can go look at that old video. See where I was tripping out. New fence, new fence. Well, it's new again. And this is the Alexander mod stuff. Like you can tell the quality. It's just better. Like, I think the flats thing was an old thing, so yeah, just. And now I'm going to show you the fountain that I was talking about. Hopefully the friggin' shadows will show up. Let's reset my run speed, because I like to keep it real. I'm just testing stuff like a friggin' nut, man. That's what I do. Test stuff like a nut. Like, you guys can judge this on your own, like what you think. I'm not gonna say what's better or worse. It's just my preference. I'm just gonna keep it like that, because as cool as they were, if it's messing with the stuff loading up in the country in the shadows, see, look, no shadows, so you know, yeah, it's just random. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. But like all the friggin' these things, the buildings and stuff, they still draw shadows. It's just this stuff, the plants. And like I said, sometimes zoning in, zoning out, or you saw it yourself resting, it just fixes it. So I don't know. Who knows? You know, it's just, you know, they just need to know about it. And if nobody's testing this stuff, they're not gonna know. They're just gonna friggin' say, hey, this stuff is great, let's throw it out there. So that's what it's about, man. Helping them out, showing them what's up. I think it's important because it doesn't seem like they have people actually play testing this stuff. They just make stuff. See, look, see, remember those new fountains we had? They're the old school fountains. They just have see-through water now. So, like, just my preference, but I like it. I like it like that. Just retaining the old school feel. I think this stuff is obviously not part of the flats because the 3D replacements, they're gone. So this is probably just part of the Unity thing. I mean, it's obviously not from Alexander's Egg because like, look at the quality, you know. They're not hand painted. They're just like 3D weapons. Unless they were in here before. I don't even remember. I don't even remember. I have to go play old school to find that out. And it seems like the flats did those too. But like I don't even care. It's just little flavor stuff like that. But then here again, you know, that looks pretty damn cool to me. See if I can find something else interesting. Yeah, so all Alexander's Egg stuff still in here. Works fine. Sit in the benches and the chairs now. All of them. There's no clipping. It's got some clipping to those new Mage's Guild things or whatever, the ingredient chests, but those just came out, so just something. See? Yeah, I like it. I like it. Hello. I'm the king. Give me my mead. Where's my mead, sucker? Give me my mead. I demand it. So, like, if you don't put the Dark Elves of Wayrest, these dudes are gonna look like white people. So just know that. That's why they look like that. And it's part of the Daggerfall setup. That's the only way you're gonna get that thing. Unless you download it separately, which I don't even know how that's gonna work. But like as you can see, all the textures, they're still here. They still got the funky map stuff, but who cares? I don't even give a shit. Who cares? Like I think I was making too big of a deal of that shit. It's just stupid. I was just in a bad mood because I had been fucking with it all day Sunday. Excuse my language. Excuse my language, kids. Like maybe the flats did that thing. Like I'll show you the shops real quick. Like munch on something. Like the shops, there's a big difference in the shops. Oh, see, still no shadows. What's the friggin' deal, man? I want my frickin' shadows, dude. What's the green spot too? What's up with the green spot, man? What's up with the green spot? So the way to tell, see, so there is no shadows then. Because if this casts a shadow, that means the trees are supposed to do it too. But it's just not shadow time. That's what that means. So I'm completely wrong about that. My bad. Or wait, no, because that bench was casting the shadows. So yeah. Like they could be active, I just don't know it because there's no shadows happening now. Or is there? Is that a shadow? That's a shadow. I see it. So just not casting them right now. So let's rest and see if I can get these things to work again. We shall rest for 16 hours because I'm assuming it's nighttime, right? 16 hours. No, oh, no, no. So it's gonna make it morning. Like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, it's just a thing. Yep, see what I'm saying? It's random. You know, it's nothing on y'all's end. It's not with the mods. It's just because there's no shadow thing that you can adjust, so it's just with the Unity part of it. So it's cool. It's cool. Like I'll just have to say hey. And here's another one of the fountains. Should have the 3D water. Yep, see-through water. And you know how old school was. You walked on it. Now you can sit there and bathe in it. Get in a bath, drinking some water. Yummy. It's just the grass clips through it, which they're talking about. I don't even care, dude. Who cares? It's just more work you guys are gonna have to do, so don't even worry about it. Like if it bugs people that much, They're just crybabies, seriously. I mean, you know, if you guys are talking about 3D weapons, dude, like, that's the least of your problems, bros. Like, seriously, that's gonna be a freaking pain in the butt. And a lot of old school people are gonna be like, nope, nope, not gonna happen. They're trying to make it appeal to a lot of people, so. And like I said, if they just make it a mod, that's cool. Just don't try and make it an integral part of friggin' Daggerfall, because just know it's gonna make it it's gonna make it just take so long. You're gonna have to do all sorts of crap, and there's one dude who keeps talking about it. I don't think he knows what it's up. Like, he's just acting like it's this important thing, and it's just, dude, no, it's not. So what else? Yeah, I'm gonna check out a shop real quick, because they look freaking cool. They just look cool. And it's all Alexander Zig stuff now. There's only the old school shelves, which, you know, they're fine with me. But like, I haven't seen any. All I'm seeing is the new stuff. See? Just new stuff. Just the new stuff. It's like, props, dude. That's freaking cool shit. So no more old school shelves, except for in the weapon shops, which that's what he's doing. He's working on those. Is there supposed to be stuff in there? I don't know. Yeah, there is. Is there? I don't know, man. Who cares? I don't even care. Yes, like, you're not gonna sit there and stare at that stuff anyways. We got the beans. The freaking cool beans. And they are cool beans. And this new thing. Freaking cool. So I think that's pretty much it that I've messed with. Hopefully the shadows show back up. Yep, they're here still. Yeah, it seems to happen a lot less since I took the flats out too, so. You know, you gotta do workarounds. Like I said, we still got the barrels. Yeah, because these are sprites. What it does, the main, it replaces sprites with 3D objects, so that's what this is. This barrel is a sprite in the base game. So the other one that I took out, it replaces some of the 3D objects with enhanced variants, which maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I'm thinking it's this guy thing. It was messing with the, I don't know, who knows, who friggin' knows. I have no idea. Like, I don't see why it would be the flats, but like I said, I'm not a programmer. I'm just I try to figure shit out on my own, and you know, I'm usually just flat out wrong, but it's just cool. Like, you can see, it's just an old school fountain that looks better. It's not that new gray one that, like I said, I think it was an old thing that they just threw in here, so. But friggin' Alexander Zig, man, he's redoing all this stuff, like all this friggin' stuff. Everything that's the 3D object, he's doing it. The finches, that's his stuff. And you can watch the old videos where it has that other finch that I was tripping out on. This just replaces it, so. Only thing that the 3D object replacement thing is gonna affect is fountains, and I think that's it. Fountains, and I'm pretty sure that's all it was, right? Just the fountains. But it's still got the cool friggin' water, dude. That's just cool. It's just like drag and drop shit, man. You just take it out, disable it. It's friggin' sweet. I love it. How simple this shit is, man. And I think they should keep it like that. Just keep it simple, stupid. Don't be trying to friggin' change shit up too much, you know? Because you're gonna mess up what friggin' Interkarma's doing. And he's just trying to remake this game. He's not doing any of the mods. He's just saying, hey, this looks cool. Stuff like that, so. You know, like these dudes are just going crazy. So let's put friggin' Urukai weapons in here, and 3D weapons, and have 3D hands and stuff, and 3D characters, and dude, make it a friggin' mod. Do it yourself, alright? Cause friggin' Interkarma's got enough shit on his hands. If you can do that stuff, do it. Don't go on there and friggin' make it a big deal, because it's not a big deal and he knows it, you know? He's not gonna sit there and talk about it. I just know it. I just know he's not going to, because he doesn't wanna upset people. But like, you know, he doesn't want to discourage them either. So if you want to do it, do it. But don't make this project about friggin' 3D weapons and 3D hands and friggin' Urukai weapons and shit. Don't. It's just a bad idea, dude. Like, it's gonna change everything, and that's not what this is about. It's about refining the good stuff. So with that, I think I'm pretty much done. I get my shadows. I'm happy. Maybe I'll mess with some flowers. See if I can... I don't know. Cause like, those... I kinda want the 3D bushes and stuff, those cool looking hand painted things, but I don't know, like what do you guys think? I'm conflicted. So I like the old school stuff, but the new stuff looks cool, but I just don't know. I don't know. And like for me, they weren't working in the wilderness, so. But apparently they're working for some people, so maybe I'll mess with that and see what happens. But I'm kind of like hesitant, because I don't want to fuck my shit up, man. I'm sick of screwing with that shit. But that part's really simple. It's just tree pictures. You just put them in the textures folder. That's it. And if it works in the wilderness, but if it's gonna take the shadows away, and if that's gonna mess stuff up, like you see the blinking, so yeah, see that? I don't know what the frick that is, but you know, it's gonna make that go away. Like I'm seeing screenshots up there with people using them, and they're not in the friggin' towns, they're not in the friggin' dungeons and shit, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I have to mess with it. Like I said, it's drag and drop, so. Alright, well, I hope you liked this little thing and learned something, and yeah, enjoy the view. And I got my friggin' old school Daggerfall shit working. And I'm just gonna keep it like this, like, you know, just my preference, so like, I just like it. Especially the friggin' evenings, man, they're friggin' cool. So I'm gonna end this with that. I will end this with my cool friggin' evenings. My cool friggin' sunsets. The cool red sunsets. Hey, shadows are gone again. Looks like it's noon. We'll let it pop back up. If not, I don't care. I don't care. Oops, too much. Hopefully they work again. What? Okay, well I don't have to save this shit. It's cool. At least I know I'm gonna level. So, my shadows are gone again, but maybe if I fast travel to this place, let's try that. Try fast travel so I can get my shadows with the sunset. Get my shadows with the sunset. It's just that cool. Oh man, it's nighttime. No shadows for me. No shadows for me. Oh well. Alright, well, nighttime in Daggerfall. Hope you like it. Peace, fellas.